It's the Ron and Fez show. It's a radio call-in show at 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. That's both of our names and a zero in between. It's handy. It's the give and take that is the Ron and Fez show. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Coming up a little later on in the show, he jumps around. Jeffrey Gurian is stopping in, and he's going to have, there's his song, Sherrod Small with him. And then Ted Alexandro is also stopping in. And a little later on in the show,
Lynn Koplitz.
We've got comedians aplenty. This is a murderer's row of comedy.
Packed. And some House of Pain to go along with it.
Well, he jumps around. And now we stop because he's not jumping. I want to bring this up to you. Earl Douglas was in here yesterday, and I don't know whether you're familiar with him. He's famous Black Earl is his nickname.
My former supervisor.
He and I were leaving. He walked me all the way to my home, talking music the entire way. Now, we went into the bathroom. There's 4 urinals there. No one was at any of the urinals. I, like a normal person, go to urinal 1. Where would you say the next spot to go would be?
Urinal 2.
Of course not. You are an idiot. It's urinal 4. Urinal 4. 2 guys standing next to each other at the urinals is the same as if you got in the same side of a fucking dining booth with somebody. You go to a booth, 2 guys don't sit together. You go to a movie, 2 guys don't lean together. It goes like this if you have urinals. First person, urinal 1. Second person, urinal 4. Third person goes to urinal 2. And why is that, Hicks? Because urinal 1 is going to finish the first, right, then bring some peace and justice back to the world. Then, of course, urinal 3 would go if there was just one open. If there's only one open, you go to that urinal. But 2 guys next to each other with 2 open urinals, and the fact that you don't know that yourself also kills me.
I hate when I walk in there and 2 and 4 are taken up.
Yeah, but you don't know because maybe 1 and 3 were there and those people finished. So you never really know. You can't judge them. But in this case, we walked into 4 empty urinals, and then he goes next to me. So I immediately say to him, "You trying to get a good look at my dick there, Earl?" Making him feel a little uncomfortable about himself. And then he said, "I am sorry, I really had to go." And I go, "You couldn't have shuffled one extra thing."
If he really had to go,
yeah,
there's a stall that's closer than even the first urinal.
Using a stall to piss in it makes you look like a fucking weirdo. The only way that you go in and piss in a stall is if the 4 urinals are already used. Then, by all means, you go and fill up every stall. When that happens, you fill up sinks.
Oh, I was talking to someone, and they were appalled to find out that I pissed in sinks before, almost on a regular basis.
Concerts or ball games, you're going to piss in the sink.
Yeah. I was like, what's wrong with pissing in the sink? Just take your junk out and piss into the hole.
The reality of it is, if you're at a concert and there's an open sink, this is a given. I believe even for women. I believe women would crouch.
If all 4 stalls are taken, I will just act like I'm there to wash my hands. I will not go into a stall.
Well, urinals you were talking about, not stalls. But that's also ridiculous. Then that's showing anxiety. It's showing weakness. Where if we were hyenas, probably the other hyenas would fucking attack you for being embarrassed. Dan in Massachusetts, you're on Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, I was just going to say that if there's only a urinal next to somebody else, I'm going to a stall if there's an open stall. And Pepper Hicks is retarded for not getting the softball question.
Let me ask you this. Yeah, I know. He is. He's an embarrassment. I should have Shelby sitting in here, but I wanted Shelby to run the board a little bit today. And Shelby went into a panic and started talking to himself. All right. I am humiliated that Hicks went for that. But your thing is, I'm going into a stall also seems weak, sir. The urinals get used for pissing. Because what if somebody comes in, has to take a massive shit, and you're pissing in that toilet? Here's John in Connecticut. You're on the Run and Fez show.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, listen, 4 urinals, you got the order wrong. You go, first one is correct, then you go to 3.
No.
Yeah, you got to go to 3. It leaves one apart from everybody else.
Yeah, but then the next person who comes in like that, you give as much distance as you possibly can. In the same way as, let's say you're a single guy and you're going to the movies, you're going to give as many fucking seats as you possibly can from another person sitting there. Now, Chris, you're nodding yes to that.
Yeah, I want to be in an island.
I'm sorry, but at the same time, you want to come tuck in and piss as close to another guy as you can. You don't make sense.
Urinal 3 is always the last resort, because if 2 and 4 are taken, then you can go to 1 and at least you have a wall up against you on one side and a urinal on the other, instead of pissing between 2 other people.
I'm going to agree. It goes 1, 4, 2, 3. 1, 4, 2, 3.
I'm gonna play that number tonight.
You ought to. Or why don't you just play 1, 2, let's look at our dicks. 1, 2, let's look at our dicks. Dan, you're on the Run and Fez show. Dan, go ahead, buddy. Yeah.
Yep. Yo, buddies. Isn't Black Girl gay?
I assumed after today, but I told him take a good long look at the dick, because that's what you're doing here, Earl.
Did he?
Enjoy yourself. It's like having a fucking fisheye next to you.
Oh.
Terry, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Yeah, Rob, what's the protocol when we used to have to go piss in the old ballparks with the big trough?
Well, first of all, you seem like you were taking a piss in the 1920s. Now, if you are using a trough, you can just imagine where the urinals would go. You're giving about 8 inches plus your shoulders for each shoulder, and you're giving distance in between. Now, again, if all the spots are fucking filled up, we all realize it, and everybody does as well as we possibly can.
I've seen people try to cram in to a piss trough before. It was weird. Where your shoulders are touching the other dudes.
There's not a lot you can do about it if you're in a massive concert situation. People are going to fucking piss where they're going to fucking piss then. Here's Matt in Queens. Matt, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Ryan B, Alex, $5 and loose change.
Thanks, man.
I'm going to make this very easy for you guys. Always piss in the stall. My buddy worked for TSA, always wearing a poncho. He would always piss in the urinal, and the blowback of piss that comes back on your pants, you can't see it unless you got like a poncho on and shit like that. Every time you piss in that stall, you're coming back on your pants. I know Stanley's into smelling
Matt,
like homeless
here's the
bakery.
thing. If you're going to go in the stall, you might as well sit down like a fucking girl, because you're living life like a girl.
It's invisible piss. It's not like you're pouring piss all over yourself. It's just a little blowback. People get too crazy these days.
Finley, New York City, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Ronnie, you are 100% correct. I thank you for the information. Men could learn from you. Now, I just wanted to know, what do you think of the order, if and does it change at all if there are the dividers between the urinals?
Dividers is the same thing, because you're giving everybody a little bit of fucking space there. You know what I mean? You're giving everybody a little space. So all you have to do is think to yourself is give other people as much space as humanly possible. And when there isn't space, I'm sorry, we're all tucked in here pissing together. Don't be one of those fucking guys.
The dividers are a ruse, really. It's just that's like a psychological thing to make people think that they're less close to the piss.
Whatever. I mean, it's all psychological. If we weren't so fucking weird, you could just put a coffee can in there and everybody fucking goes and piss it. Then you could have an illegal immigrant fucking dump it out every once in a while. It's all psychological. Every bit of it. Hey, Blake, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey, buddies. One time after an unmasked tape, and I went to use the urinal, and to the right of me walks up Sam Roberts. To the left, Ira, the weather forecaster. Then they start talking to each other as if I'm not even there about Bobo. It's fucking surreal and weird.
Yeah, that's pretty common here. And this also gives a thing. Can 1 and 4 talk back and forth to each other? I have no problem with it. Fez's dick spigot turns off immediately. As a matter of fact, Fez has so many pee-shy problems that for the last couple decades I've done the same bit that if I go into the men's room and he's in there, I pull his shirt up.
And I slam shut in midstream. I mean, it's a door slamming.
Or sometimes I'll put a little water in my hand and pretend I'm pissing on his back, and then he screams, "You're getting me wet." Everyone else gets fucking weirded out because someone's squealing. But I think that's good for him. I think it's making him less worried. This is the game right now?
This is the game right now. It's live. America, Czech Republic. Tied 1-1 in the first. 14 minutes left.
14 minutes left in the game?
In the first quarter. In the first.
How did we miss any of this? What are we waiting for?
I didn't know they had quarters in hockey.
Whatever, first
periods, you fucking idiot. You know what? I gave you the opportunity the first time in 2 weeks. Tap out. Just go back in there. Tap out. You've been a fucking You don't want to be on the air today.
Yes, I do.
You're going to quarters. You fucking got the piss thing wrong.
Just give him another chance.
I don't need that. You fucking stepping up for me, Shelby.
You know what? I'm going to do it for Shelby. And Shelby only.
Hey,
you saw the way Don was just falling over him today.
I know, I saw.
They love Shelby down the hall.
Shelby's very good.
It's never been said before.
So shadow him, learn from him.
I'll take him under my wing.
Okay. Love to see that.
Tom, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Yes, you certainly piss anywhere. I'm going to quote the great Keith Richards and the Rolling Stones, who was arrested in the 1960s and said, "We piss anywhere, man."
I don't have a problem with that. People have to fucking piss. I'm not one of these guys that act like, oh, I looked down the alley and there were people pissing and I was so upset. Just stop it.
How could that even happen?
What?
Being upset at people being, but whatever.
Well, they
it's
arrest
urine.
people for pissing outside.
See, this is what I do. I go into phone booths here in the city when I have to go outside. When if I'm in a bar and the
That's
line's
disgusting.
No one uses them anymore.
Where? I don't even remember where one is.
There's one in the corner here on 49th Street.
They're not even booths anymore. He's just basically peeing against the fucking pole outside. Again,
Nobody
this is
can
what gets
see
you
me.
moved into the other thing. You forget that there's no booths anymore. And even when there were phone booths in New York, those things were nicknamed rape booths. Like if a woman wanted to be raped, she'd just go into one. I'd rock Johnny. Johnny, how are you?
Good. I can't wait for the halftime show of this hockey game.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It was a misstep.
He doesn't know sports, and yet he follows Davey Mac around that sports program.
I know sports. It was a misnomer.
This isn't knowing sports. Uh-huh.
No, not at all.
They call you uh-huh because that's how agreeable you are with Davey Mac.
We argue on the air. Listen to the show. It's a screaming match.
I can't. Too much cumsies and shitsies talk.
That's been cut down. There's hardcore sports talk.
Speaking of people who could piss anywhere, I mean, that guy pissed in a glass on stage here and then drank it and then threw a microphone and broke it.
Who did this?
Davey Mac during an O&A show a couple years ago.
That's a nasty rumor.
After I pay for his goddamn wedding, that's what he does to me. He pisses in a glass in front of everybody, then drinks it, and then throws my microphone and breaks it. Little bastard.
Uh-huh.
See?
I wasn't there. I can't vouch for it.
I'm surprised you weren't holding his dick.
Oh, he's right. He's fucking right.
I hold no man's dick but my own. Why do I have to say that?
I think that I could probably piss or shit anywhere. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, if you have to, you have to.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hold it against you.
No, I mean, I think I recall you, Ronnie, saying you could actually take a deuce in the middle of the field during Super Bowl halftime.
What do I care? I gotta fucking go. I gotta go. Everybody fucking turn around if they're not comfortable with it.
Fez, you couldn't take a shit during the game in a stall, even, right?
He can't. He can't take a shit anywhere other than his own house, and apparently then he's keeping it in fucking old mayonnaise jars, stacked up against the fucking window, and he won't let anybody in.
Barker's got to gargle that.
Then he fucking wipes his fucking ass with his big mustache. Michelle was begging him to just trim up his mustache today. You said you wouldn't do it. It defeats the purpose.
Yeah, it's to see how long it can get. You start cutting pieces off of it, it's not going to be the big mustache anymore.
Yeah,
it loses its essence.
You got a fucking hair curtain hanging down from your nose. It's crazy. At least you're wearing the same shirt. There's that payoff.
Looking good.
All right, Johnny.
Oh, boys, let's go USA here. 1-1 isn't looking good.
We better go, USA.
According to Chris, it's 15 love.
Motherfuck, what an idiot he is.
Is it deuce
right
yet?
now? No, it's deuce right now. It's tied. It's deuce.
This is match point?
Wiki asked if you could send a fucking promo longer than the show. He'd like to get it on the 7.
He'll get it.
He said, do me a favor, see if a Hun's done fucking holding Dave's dick. And
that's what he refers me to?
That's everybody.
Really?
The Centaur.
Centaur thing's coming back now?
Never left.
How you feeling in there? You're not fucking crying yourself to sleep like when I sat in there earlier?
Before the show, you just start muttering to yourself. I look at him in there, his fucking hands shake. I look at him, I'm like, where is it? And his hands are shaking like that's the fucking DTs.
That's withdrawals.
No, of what?
Withdrawal from what, dick?
Fucking jizz loads?
All right. This isn't a Davey Mac Sports Hour. We don't yell out jizzies and cumsies every chance we get.
We don't.
I was just in a meeting talking about it.
Really?
We all know.
Yes, it was brought up to me. And I said, you're both fine boys.
Thank you.
What did I say about Dave? About Chris in that meeting?
He's a great guy, works really hard.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for fucking stabbing me in the back every chance you get.
What if I stabbed you in the back?
Stamped me in the back, he says.
I said stamped?
Yes. Like you fucking feel like this is the mail right now.
That was a misnomer. I mean, a misstep.
Yeah, one of those two.
All right, buddy. Talk to you later.
Later, boys.
I got a new idea for the Davey Max promo.
What's that?
Just fucking running Chris saying every fucking sport wrong.
I don't think that's going to be helpful for the show.
He's got Billie Jean King was great with a tennis bat. Jesus Christ, US. What's the game underneath it?
That is Canada, Latvia.
Fucking hate both those places. They're not us. I like the United States of America. Well, first of all, I like North America, then the United States.
No.
Then PA, Philly, Chichester, Twin Oaks, Monticello Avenue. That's how I fucking root for people.
I sometimes have a soft spot for the host country too in the Olympics.
Oh, so you're with Russia now, are you? I'm sorry, Joe.
For Putin?
No, he's going all the way back to Stalin, the fucking Jew killer.
Khrushchev was great too. People forget about him.
Not people over there who's still looking for their missing families. They haven't forgot a goddamn thing about him. That was fucking close. They almost scored on us.
Yeah.
Who we playing?
Czech Republic.
Hate them. Check the Czechs. That would be my fucking shirt I'd be wearing. Let's check the Czechs.
At least until next round.
Make sure they don't check us. I got a bad feeling about this. I think the dream ends right here.
Don't say that.
The dream ends here.
No. It's playing.
Don't worry, Rush will go all the way, you fucking traitor. Jim, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Hey, Ron. I think one of the reasons I have a bashful kidney today is when I was about 8 years old, I went to a game at Old Tiger Stadium before it was remodeled, and they had this gigantic circular urinal, and probably 35 men standing there pissing, and me, the little 8-year-old, just terrified.
Yeah, and you're about dick fucking size with all, you know what I mean? Your head comes to their balls.
There you go.
What are you going to do? There's nothing you do about it.
The people who have the real problem with the shitting, that's the worst. That's just a recipe for shit. You pissing yourself, that dries. Shit is a whole nother story, man. Like Fez, Fez, you've never shit yourself on the outside?
Why? This is not the Davey Mac Sports Program. This is not fucking topic for our conversation.
Did you ever shit and get a bunch of jizz and piss in your shit?
Hey, Shelby, how about you fucking pick up a fucking goddamn music cue and play it?
Seriously, Chris.
I don't know any jizz songs.
He's right.
He has never been right, ever.
I'm telling you, that's the fucking direction you were taking this conversation. And quite frankly, it came across as homophobic and bullying. Fez, I'm sorry if you don't feel like this is a safe place for you.
It didn't feel safe. It sounded like, oh, you're gay. Your asshole must be so wide that poop falls out.
No, you refuse to defecate anywhere but home. So that means...
Oh, thanks for classing it up.
I try sometimes.
And then he says that you use your defecate hole for fucking copulation. Darren, you're on the Run of Fez show.
First of all, needs to calm down a little.
You got to kiss my ass, dude.
Dude, that's not the way to be on the air. This is the conversations I have about you. And what did I just say about him today?
He's a great guy and he works really hard.
Thank you.
But that's not what they're looking for. They're looking for, somebody who's not taking the show in the toilet every chance he gets.
Should we switch out?
You can
Only in the bathroom.
You and this
Might be
caller
a
go
good
to hell.
idea. Go ahead. What are you going to say, sir?
Ron, I run into this shit all the time. You go to a men's bathroom, the door's locked. But you got the women's right next door. I go in every time.
Yeah.
Every time I come out, the bitch is looking at me like I'm an animal. What do you do?
Well, no, you got to go use the ladies' room, and you also use it to do coke and to bang them. In that order. That's as old as it gets. New York City was the actual birthplace and the uni bathroom where everybody can go where they want to.
That freaks me out a little bit.
Of course it does. Let's go over to Psycho Bob. Psycho Bob, how you doing, pal?
Hey, Ronnie, how you doing today?
Good.
Hey, just wondered, does the order of the stall or the order of urinal change if you're wearing smoke pants?
If only I wish. Someday. Someday we'll get there. Your mouth, God's ears. The smoke pants, one of my greatest fucking inventions. Still hasn't come to pass. All right, I was looking at the Guardians of the Galaxy bananas fucking trailer. Now, Chris, you're familiar with this?
I know from the comic books. I know this movie's being made so that they can have a big giant movie later on in the next couple of years.
Wait, this isn't going to be big and giant? Everyone was going crazy for it.
This is a giant one because this is the next Marvel film, but it's part of a longer storyline. It's going to involve the Avengers and every other Marvel character, which could possibly be the biggest superhero movie ever. But this is going to be gigantic. This is one long line of giant Marvel films.
Why can't you just focus on this one? Is this one going to make any sense? There was a raccoon with a machine gun.
Yeah. These guys are just all different aliens from around the Marvel universe guarding the galaxy.
And is the human from Earth or is he from somewhere else?
He's from Earth. Yeah, the Chris Pratt character. Chris Pratt's Chris Pratt. Yeah, he's a guardian from Earth.
Did you just say Chris Pratt is Chris Pratt?
Chris Pratt is Chris Pratt.
So do you think he's going to be playing the part of Chris Pratt?
No, but Chris Pratt, as a human being, he's not CGI'd up like the rest of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Gotcha. So is this going to be big?
Yeah, it's going to be big. Yeah.
Is it going to be good? Are you personally, as a 30-year-old man, excited about this movie?
No, I'm not. I know it's going to be gigantic. It's going to make a shitload of money because Marvel just is banking it up constantly. But I'm not going.
Faz, you're a comic book guy. Are you excited about it?
I am very excited about this. I think the trailer looks great, and I think it's going to be the biggest movie of the summer.
What else is there?
I'm not sure what else is coming out, but I think...
Well, how would you know it's going to be the biggest movie of the summer unless you find out there's an Avengers or a fucking Iron Man 5?
This one has been the most talked about. The casting, every little detail leading up to this trailer.
There's only one human. Oh, God, they got the best raccoon to play the raccoon.
Well, that's the voice of Bradley Cooper.
And Vin Diesel's voicing that weird tree thing.
I didn't even know that. Well, I don't think they talked, did they, in the trailer?
No, they're saving that for probably a later one. And then James Gunn is directing it too, and he just directed a lot of weird small films. So bringing
Is he any relation to JoJo Gunn and their famous song "Run, Run, Run"?
I'll have to check that out.
Let's see how quick he can grab the song.
I just heard mumble "fuck me."
He just
That's
said,
good.
"Fuck
Leaving
me,"
your mic
into a
on, Shelby.
microphone.
Congratulations.
And by the way, you're saying "fuck you." That's supposed to be your job when a music cue comes up to grab it.
20 seconds. 5 seconds.
He's good.
The guy's fucking on fire. He's really hot on the mic and on the board. 35 seconds.
Shelby, we've moved on.
Too late, Shelbo.
No, keep it going. So this is going to be the theme to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Marvel just announced it, yeah.
Someone said, do not spoil the hockey game. I have it taped for later. I'll tell you this. I don't want to spoil it. We're in a fucking pinball machine right now.
God.
I don't know how it's only 1-1. All right, enough with the fucking JoJo guy. All right? It's not 73, Shelby.
It's a good year.
Every year's a good year. There's no such thing as a bad year.
One of the Guardians of the Galaxy looks like Rihanna.
You're back to Guardians of the Galaxy again. You can't get off of Kenya. Why don't you get the fucking bed sheets? And fucking, it's good to see that Fez has finally came over and sucking Marvel's dick. Good. You finally learned that they crushed DC.
It's all Marvel this summer. DC drives me nuts that they can't get a movie out. It takes forever.
Their characters stink.
Marvel is getting a head train run on it right now. Everyone's sucking that dirt.
All right. Jesus Christ. It's not the Davey Mac Sports Program.
I've never mentioned a head train on the Davey Mac Sports Program.
I can't understand you anyway. You're mumbling.
I believe that's called a blowbang, if I'm not mistaken.
That's become the official term, but back in the day it was a head train.
A blowbang? I've never even heard that.
It's like a gangbang, but it's just like...
Yes, I got it. You don't have to fucking
We
explain
understand. It's blow and bang.
You say mouth fuck, I get it. When are the comics getting here? So I can stop talking to 2 and 3. Maybe 4 will get ready with the sniper lines. Get up high, Fezzy. There's comics coming. And ready to burst in with their fucking promos.
This is Lone Survivor, baby. Fucking line them up like the Taliban. Riddle their brains with fucking bullets.
Where are you going? High country? Get a good fucking shot down at him? Here's a short answer. No.
I'll try to be quieter with the promos.
You can be as loud as you want with the promos. That's not what I'm talking about. I was talking about sniper lines.
One day Fez should come in here and pull a gun at some point during the show while he's doing a promo.
I think you should be as loud as fucking possible when you're fucking doing your live reads. He loves having a live read to do. You got any of your fucking fake smokes today?
No, I don't.
Then we're all going to suffer.
Damn it.
Kyle said, here's an idea for the Davey Mac Sports Program. Stop yelling all the time. #hack.
Kyle,
you guys do yell quite a bit. It's Dave, he yells a lot.
Dave is very loud and close in the mic. I try to drop his mic, but he just gets on top of it.
Try to drop his mic.
It's upbeat. High energy.
I don't think you can no spoiler a major sporting event. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, it's a live event.
USA up 2-1.
What? I'm just telling the guy, talking to the guy. You just ruined it for him.
It's a live event, though.
I wish this fucking half was over right now, Hicks.
Is this round almost done? Did I hear the bell?
Here's let's go over to Mick in Long Island. You're on the Ron Fez show.
Hey, Ryan, it's Mike. Chris is killing you today. Russia, his host nation, was already knocked out this morning from the Olympics.
What an idiot.
I'm still rooting for them after the United States.
You know what?
Not out of every event. I'm not talking about just about hockey. I'm talking about every event.
We're talking about hockey. Stop screaming at my
Hockey
listeners.
now.
Seriously. This isn't the fucking Davey Mac scream at the listeners thing. It's the Ron and Fez show.
Way to go, comrade.
Go to hell, Shelbo. Take another 3 minutes to find a song.
All right, you know what? Switch out with him. You're too angry to be in here. Switch out. Shelbo, you come on in here. You can't fucking run the board. Hicks is struggling with being on the air. Fez is up in a high country right now looking to be a fucking sniper. How high are you going, Fez?
Not too high. I'm afraid of heights. I'll probably stay sea level.
Let's current level. I don't know why he can only feel like he can yell at the listeners. These are our listeners. We're supposed to be happy with them. Something happened to Chris. I don't know where it was along the way. He used to love doing radio. He used to love talking to the callers.
I still do, but when they attack me...
No one's attacking you. They're just trying to fucking explain something to you. Shelby, were you really shaking in that other room?
I don't know how he can even see me shaking, but no, I think I'm pretty still. Steady hand.
Handshake.
It's probably the gland.
How is the gland?
It's doing good.
When are you getting the operation?
Maybe a month or two.
We might be taking a break in May, if you want to schedule it around that. Do I have to go out and find a young, fresh gland for you?
I think I can find a cheap one, maybe black market.
Is your mom coming in?
Nope.
Snowy, you're on the Ron Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie, 1,000,005, baby, 1,000,005.
1,000,005.
Yep. I was going to ask Pepper, do they make bathroom urinals for centaurs?
That's the thing about Chris. He can still be walking and fucking shit because horses can pull that off.
I have 2 legs.
What I'm thinking about getting is one of those bags for his ass like they use on the horses in Central Parks. Who knows? Someday our dream may come true. Someday our dream may come true.
I think they got those for dogs now, too. They just look silly. It's not natural.
I had no idea. I've seen people wiping dogs' asses before. What are you fucking typing away for? I like having a secretary in here. Bill, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Ron, I think you need to give Pepper some credit. He is trying to train that creepy eunuch of Shelby. He's trying as hard as he can in there.
You know what? You are correct about that. Shelby is not caught on as a producer. He sees himself as a young air personality. I do want to thank Chris Stanley, and I have this written down.
Oh.
This comes from the bosses.
Oh, thank you.
We want to thank Chris Stanley for all of his hard work. Wait, hold on. I got to put on my glasses. Oh, we want to thank Chris Stanley for all of his yard work.
Bullshit.
That mulch work was great.
God damn it.
You got the infield so fucking smooth right now. I can't even lay down a bunt because it just fucking takes off. It's like a putt.
There's tight lines on there, isn't there?
Oh boy. Liz Sets Fire just fucking nailed Fez on a tweet. Well, Fez, at least you're curious to find out what it is. What I like to do when somebody comes up, freeze.
I'm sure it's bad.
There you go. Give me a pound on that. Kyle, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie. I just got a quick urinal story. I was back in 1989. I was 10 years old. I go to see Batman opening weekend. And at the urinal, just a young little boy. Next to me, this giant black guy. And I look over. It's my fucking hero, Reggie White, the Minister of Defense.
Minister of Defense.
Giant cock on that guy.
Well, what would you expect? A small fucking dick?
Hell of a ball player.
He was the best. Died in his sleep. Got his ring without us. I remember that day he was crying. He was so happy, and I was just hating him that day. I hate to see someone win a fucking championship with someone else. Oh my God! Look at that score now. I'm not giving anything away, but our hockey team is the greatest thing that's ever happened to the planet Earth. That's all I'm saying.
It sounds good.
Yeah. Let me just give this clue. 3-1. That's all I'm saying. In the first half. First of 3 halves. I just wish the game was over right now. I'll give another clue. We've got 3 goals and the Czech Republic has 1.
Starting to figure this out.
3 times our puck got past their goalkeeper. I've got a fucking idea for a superhero. Do I sell it directly to Marvel? Or what do I got to do? Or should I self-publish?
I think you can go right to either one of the big comic book people. I would go with DC.
There's only one big comic book people. It's Marvel. Take a fucking look at how it's going now. All right, here's the idea for my character. His name is Penknife. And if he has trouble with someone, he stabs them with a fucking penknife. And when he does it, he'll actually scream, "Penknife!" Or sometimes like this, he'll have like a cool quip like, "Oh yeah? How'd you like a penknife right in the back?" And then he fucking stabs him. What do you guys think of it?
Who do you have in mind to play Penknife?
Well, right now, I just see him as a 2-dimensional. I don't know if I want to sell out and go directly to the... And I know that word means nothing to your generation.
Gotta make that money.
Yeah, because you're a bunch of branding fucking freaks. But here's another idea I had. It's like... All right, suppose he's coming up and someone's trying to rob a bank, right? Mm-hmm. He fucking sticks him with a penknife. You know?
And what kind of pen is this? Just like a ballpoint?
What are you, a fucking girl? You never heard of a fucking penknife? It's not made out of a fucking ballpoint pen.
Felt like one end
It's a
was
small
pen.
fucking...
How stupid are you? I mean, not sure. I called it quarters in hockey, but a penknife is something totally different.
Then I got even another fucking idea for it.
Oh.
I suppose it's a really bad guy, right?
Yeah.
He rubs the penknife and shit, stabs the guy, and then the guy gets infected.
Sounds like penknife is more like a Viet Cong.
I'm not... You know what? Unlike you, I'm not prejudiced against our now friends that we tied with in a war.
Your friends.
Yeah,
maybe.
my fucking friends. Same as the Indian, the black man, the Hispanic, the Pakistani. Everybody's my best friend out there. Everybody but one thing, white people.
What's wrong with Whitey?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe this fucking penknife will remind you of what they did. Let's go over to Tony in Brooklyn. You're on the Run and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie, just talking about Shelby playing thing. Serious question. How's Mark Zito doing? Is he okay? What's going on?
I haven't even seen Zito in the building for a long time. He runs around and sets up serious events around the country.
Yeah, he's always in the air, just bouncing around to different
Does he
dance
jump
festivals.
around? So should that be his thing? No, we keep that. No, you can't steal that. This got sent to me. Do you find it odd, says Ron, do you find it odd that none of your guys will play off for you when you go into the penknife thing? Well, one froze up, and the other one thought that a fucking penknife was a ballpoint pen.
I thought like one end was pen and then the other end was
Yeah,
knife.
because
like
one
a
thing when you're
dual-
doing, when you're writing checks, so you want to have a knife sticking up at you the whole time. You idiot.
I got a machete marker right here, Ron.
Yeah, I get it. I see what you're doing. You're going ridiculous with it.
I duct taped a Sharpie to a machete.
Tony, Texas, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Bob Costas was stabbed in the eyes by a shitty penknife. I'm pretty sure of it.
Costas is back on board, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he came back Monday night.
Someone said he sneezed and one of his fucking eyes popped out of the socket.
He's got to get an eye patch then.
He refuses.
It looks badass. People will respect him more.
I don't respect anybody who lost an eye.
You don't like
That's
someone with
fucking
an eye
stupid.
patch?
I think losing an eye is every bit as embarrassing as losing your wallet.
Way different.
I do not want to break this news to Snake Plissken.
He's not real. He's a fictional fucking character.
Thank God. Who's been waiting outside my window then?
You are the goddamn twinkiest twink I've ever even heard of. Did you send Voss my information?
No, I didn't.
What are you waiting for?
Oh, okay. I will take care of it then.
I don't know. Sometimes I wish I was penknife. Maybe I'll walk around here with a penknife. And whenever you guys annoy me, I'll fucking stab you.
Please don't stab me.
You look like you could lose a pint of blood before you died. I feel like I could stick fucking Hicks every day for a month and he'd be fine.
I'm more like a voodoo doll over here.
Maybe just cut that gland out where you have that penknife with you.
I thought, seriously, if you let me fucking operate on you, I'll do it right now. I feel like I could cut that. I know I could make a good surgeon if I just had the chance.
Let him do it, Shelby.
You know what? I just like to say this to the hospitals. Every surgeon out there just needs a chance. And that's where I am right now. One fucking chance. I know I can do it.
See, they're like prejudiced against you. This isn't any good. Shelby, show them that he can perform surgery.
No, so
What do you need? The whole thing cut out?
I might as well just take it out.
What are they
On
going to
the
do?
safe
Cut
side.
out part of it?
No, I think the whole thing. Just pop that bad boy right out of there.
I can leave even a small pear in there so you won't feel any different. That's some of the work I'm doing. I know I could be a surgeon if I could just get one hospital to believe in me.
So I don't have access to anesthesia. Suddenly I'm blacklisted.
And the last thing I'm going to do is waste my time in school when I could be operating all that time and saving lives. Why would I go to school when I could just start immediately saving lives? I know I could do it.
You're sitting in that classroom, people are dying.
I'm going to make this fucking offer to any hospital. Let me do 3 operations. And if you don't like the work I've done, don't pay me. Just my travel expenses and food and boarding.
You're going to need a
That's
stipend.
it. Yeah, I need a little walking around fucking money. You know, I'm a doctor. People expect me to pick up checks. But I know I could get in and out and get it done. I don't give a shit if you want me to work on brain, pancreas, wherever that is, heart. I know I could fucking do it.
Work over a gallbladder. We don't even need those. They can just take them out.
And I mean, at the very worst, what do I have to say? I'll just fucking walk out to the family. There was nothing I could do about it.
Yeah, Bunyan.
Yeah, he was practically dead when you brought him here.
Could we see him at least?
You don't want to see him now. He's all cut up. He's just fucking sliced to pieces. I know I could fucking do it because I've been doing incredibly well mincing. So why couldn't I fucking perform an operation?
90% of surgery is knife skills.
Thank you. That's what I believe too. And then finding the actual organ that you're looking for.
You say there's a tumor in here. I can't find this goddamn thing anywhere.
I was fucking you remember that game Operation?
Yeah.
I was unbelievable at that once I took the battery out. Once I took the battery out, I could perform at any level.
A lot less annoying.
No one could do that with the battery in. No one. Not even the best surgeon in the world. And I'll tell you one thing, and you could put me on 60 Minutes as the surgeon who smokes while he's doing surgery.
What about the ash, though?
Yeah, I'll just tell one of my fucking nurse whores, make sure you suture the ashes out of there.
Can't call them nurse whores.
Excuse me, honey, it's all ash filled. You want to move your ass every once in a while?
Suction.
I wouldn't even mind being the first fucking surgeon who performed brain surgery while getting a blowjob.
They'll be like swordfish.
Where's my fucking man at?
They just signed in right now.
Okay.
So
how about some fucking updates? I know if Shelby was in there, I'd be getting updates. I bet if Dave was here, you'd be giving him updates constantly.
Shelby's afraid to talk in Fez's ear.
Why don't you guys just say it out loud instead of trying to whisper in the fucking Fez's ear?
They're signed in. They'll be up in reception in moments.
Moments or minutes?
Less than moments.
Less than moments.
Moments sounded too long to me when I said that.
There's nothing less than a moment.
Is an instant less than a moment?
Yeah.
Fez, how come you didn't talk about your girl thing that you wanted to talk about today?
It was none of my business.
Oh, that's not what you should be doing on the air. Everything should be your business. Shelby was ready to go with it, weren't you, Shelbsty?
All in.
You're not afraid, are you?
Not at all.
Do you freeze?
When you're on the board.
Never.
Hey, Charlie, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey, what's up, boy? Hey, Ronnie B, is it true they cut you in the pre-operation before you got your appendix taken out that you were starting to take yours out by yourself?
I could. I just didn't have a fucking mirror.
Do you have a mirror?
You know, in that, they don't even cut you open. They just run a fucking tube in somehow. I don't know how they do stuff.
That's nasty.
What do you mean nasty? It's the exact opposite of nasty. Cutting your body open is fucking nasty.
Ew, no blood.
What an idiot.
Oh, I'm very smart. Jeffrey and his guest are here. They're in reception.
You're supposed to say that Fez is here. Well, want a break here? And now you're just calling our comic his guest.
Mr. Sherrod Small.
They're on their way down. We'll break. Lots of comedians stopping in here today. Lots of fun. Hightower, you going to climb up there high and get off some shots?
If I can make it that high, yes, I will. I may get a little bit of the vertigo.
Self-deprecation, there's nothing like it. How about you, Shelby? You going to be on point today?
Locked and loaded.
You going to do your Aussie character?
Sure.
You fucking panicked in here today in front of Wiki and Michelle, huh?
I think so.
What happens with you?
I don't know. I've never met him before.
You're a fucking sham. You know what that is?
Sham wow?
No, it's a shy ham. You fucking ham until somebody else comes around, then you sham it up.
Honey baked?
That's why Michelle thinks you hate her.
Gossip queen.
What's that?
Gossip queen.
Who's the queen?
The band queen I was talking about.
I need you to be a fucking person. Who are you calling a gossip queen?
Mr. Watley.
Okay.
Why would giving you advice on how to act around people?
Oh, wait. I just want to get that fucking straight. That you're
I'm
the
letting him know a situation in the office. That's not gossip like someone's homeless.
Hold on. You, the person who has nothing but fucking social problems, are giving someone else advice.
I was trying to help him, but if he doesn't want it, he can just sink himself. That's fine.
We might as well bring Shaq in to talk free throws with the young kids. Hold on. Wait for a comeback.
I won't help him anymore.
Now we know how long away the lightning is when they finally hear the thunder. We're safe. Someone writes in, do you guys always talk about blowjobs this much? No, we don't, but when Dirty Mouth Chris Stanley opens up the show in here, and we're back to regular positions now. Because this talked into the Dirty Mac Davey Mac show.
I just, brought up the defecating thing because we're talking about the urine.
You get disgusting.
I think the talk of blow bangs just multiplied the blow job talk, so it just seemed like
it's
there
a
was
head
more
train,
of it.
not a blow bang. Get it right.
Let's break. right back with Sherrod Small and Mr. Jeffrey Gurry, and it's the Ron Fez Show.